Okay, good evening, everybody. It's 6:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, July 6, 2019. Um, it seems like a little new high. It's basically been reversed by the market maker's bot. And to tell you the truth, today's a good day to expose Coinbase for the active criminals that they are. So get ready for a good one. Here it comes. Okay, the first thing I'm going to show you now, you're going to see this letter here. November 19, 2018, I received an email after I noticed there was the market maker was putting up two trades in Litecoin, both the same size. The largest trades way out of line with the current orders in the book. The largest trades in the order book, okay? So I noticed it, and the market maker was doing with those kettle trades. He was pinning the price between them. Therefore, he was manipulating the market price. I reported it. Coinbase didn't do anything, so I went to the New York Department of Financial Services. Now, I'm going to show you how honest and upfront these criminals at Coinbase are, all right? And it's all going to be exposed, and I'm going to have video evidence. You're going to see the exchange, the formulas, and everything today that shows you these guys at Coinbase. Their CEO, Brian Armstrong, needs to go to prison. They've stolen hundreds of millions of dollars from Coinbase users, specifically on Coinbase Pro. Okay? Now here goes the original complaint. This is the officer. And somehow these officers must have the depth of trading about the same depth the flea has in about a millimeter of water. Now, we have reviewed the documents you provided regarding Mr. Russo's complaint to your office. In his complaint, Mr. Russo states, without providing any specific detail, stop right there. Not only did I give him specific detail, I gave him multiple calls. I even gave them copies of the link to my YouTube channel so they can get as much detail in there as they could see. Okay, let's continue. That some orders in Coinbase's trading platform, Coinbase Pro, violate the Coinbase user agreement and trading rules. They obviously do. If the market maker is putting two trades of the same market size on both sides, a buy and a sell, a bid or an ask, whatever you want to call it, a buy and a sell, he puts the same size so the buy and the sell wipe out each other's volume. It looks like it's not affecting it. No, it's not. Okay, let's keep going. All customers who sign up for a Coinbase account must accept the Coinbase user agreement per user agreement, blah, 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 blah. Of course, we all know that if we see an exchange that prohibits market manipulation, we feel pretty safe to trade there, right? Don't we? But in this case, that was meant for us, not for the market maker who's, so he could rob us. The Coinbase platform is routinely monitored for activity that might violate the trading rules. Who's monitoring this? Stevie Wonder? Those two trades stand out like a sore thumb. That an 8-year-old can see that. And if you go on my video channel, my daughter, who's 8 years old, could tell you that she understands what the market maker's doing. He's trying to manipulate the price of the trades. He's putting two walls up there, and they're not 40 to 44 cents away. These trades are not 88 cents away or 80 cents away. They're $2 away or $1.50 away from each other. So that's just pure fabrication and bullshit. Coinbase may, if appropriate, take action by banning users or disabling accounts. Well, that's nonsense because you let this guy continue to manipulate the market. The only thing that he's done, he's changed the method on how he manipulates the market. It's all bullshit. Coinbase does not participate in any type of market manipulation. Yes, you do. When you cover up for your market maker who's openly manipulating the market, contrary to what you state in this letter, yes, you are participating in market manipulation. Okay, let's continue. It does not allow orders that artificially manipulate the market. Yes, you do. You got a bot in there right now. Every time the price goes up, Your bot gets triggered, your manipulator's bot gets triggered and starts slamming the price down. It's happening right now. Here we go. I'll show you. We all know there's a bot in there that's triggered after every look. Immediately responds by driving the price lower than it was before. What is that? To teach a lesson to people not to mess with the market maker? Okay, let's go back to where I was. Okay, for an example, Mr. Russo has brought to our attention incidents where both offers, second page, and bids are posted on Coinbase Pro in the same order books by the same customer. Mr. Russo specifically mentioned this activity occurred on the LTC USD order book and stated that he believed this activity was consistent with market manipulation. Coinbase invested his out and the particular observed and consistent with market maker liquidity revision. The customer bids and offers a like amount, typically a large amount relative to other orders on the book. First of all, the amounts are not typical of the rest of the orders that are up there. They're way oversized compared to the others because he wants to keep the price between them. These guys think everybody's stupid. Now, an equidistant price away, typically 40 to 44 cents. Never seen that thing equidistant from the price away. As a matter of fact, I've seen that. What you're going to see in the video is that those two trades actually move first. Then the market reacts to them. The mid-market price reacts to those trades moving. Not the other way around like he stated. He's trying to say that the buggy's ahead of the horse in this case. It's not. He's leading the market around by placing those two trades. Okay? From the midpoint or last sale on a particular book. When price movements on the book are observed, the customer resets the bid. No. The bid is set and then the market price moves. An offer price to remain the same distance to the last sale. The quotes display remain pegged to the last sale for weeks at a time. No, it don't. These prices move, they create the mid-market price. I have a formula that proves it. After the price of the trades move, then the mid-market price adjusts. I've totally proven it in my video that you're going to see with pure math. As to further investigating the customer posting the orders in question, it is indeed noted the market maker providing liquidity in depth across the multiple trading pairs. After observing this particular activity of the customer's other activity, we have concluded that there is absolutely no market manipulation attempted or inferred from the patterns of quotes displayed. Liquidity is always equal inside in respect to both bid and offer prices distant from the last sale. This is a complete lie because he never places them the same distance apart from the mid-market price. The market doesn't move first and then his trades do. No, it's actually the opposite. The trades move first and then the market adjusts to that because that's how he manipulates the price. So he fabricated this fantastic story. It's all full of shit. This type of activity is standard not just on our exchange but national equity markets as well. Well, I don't know about on other exchanges, but I can certainly tell you on this exchange, the market maker is rigging the price. The liquidity provides adds depth and width to the marketplace, creating a positive addition to the market health. Yeah, constantly manipulating the price down in 2017 has promoted market health in the portfolios that he ravaged and took and wiped out. The bid to offer does not flash. Of course it does not flash, but it does move down when he wants the price to go down, and then the market reacts. It's not the other way around. And when he wants the price to go up, he moves the price, the two walls up in price, and the price goes up. Now, as you can currently see in the market, he's got a new method. He just has the bot just dump it directly now to keep the price where he wants it. And he wants this price as low as possible because he's short on liquidity in coin. He can't possibly meet the market, so he has to lower the price so he makes maximum profit and he can control the spread. It's that easy. So our investigators spent considerable time. They must spend more and stop concocting stories that aren't true when my videos can show you that the exact movement on your market Coinbase is contrary to what you're reporting. They concluded this activity is not predatory. Yes, it is predatory. or manipulative technique employed by the customer. Similar was brought to our attention. We're investigating no violence. These aren't. There's no other trades I reported except the ones that the market maker was moving up and down to move the market price. It wasn't the market wasn't moving his trades. His trades were moving the market. You know, they just lie. Now I want you guys to watch this small little video. We're going to go into my account. Let's see the history. It should be right there. Look at Litecoin. Okay. There you go. Watch this video.
Yesterday,
This
the goal of
explains
the
it all.
manipulator was to bring the price down. He's accomplished that. Let's see where the Kettling walls are at. You see one at 73.66. It won't go higher than 73.30. And the other one's mixed in with a little something else at 72.22. I'll explain it again, because I know this is being reviewed by the agencies.
Excuse me.
These two Kettling walls are the two largest orders in the exposed order book. They are the same size for one reason only: to cover up their manipulation of the volume. A positive, a negative plus a positive. We all know the results. That's an elementary school equation or formula, whatever you want to call it. So he's using the same market size to conceal his effects on the volume. But separately, they are affecting the volume. The way he affects the volume and the price, he moves these two trades up and down, and he effectively changes the mid-market price. If he wants the mid-market price to go down, he'll move both of these walls down in unison. And in some cases, if he really wants to go down like these big spikes, he'll drop this bottom wall so far you can no longer see it on the exposed open order book. Alright? That's the basics of how he's manipulating it. How I found out that this is the market maker, when the New York Department of Financial Services went in and asked him, Coinbase stated it within the text of this letter that they sent to Michael Grief. They told us. So now we're going to get on the point to the formulas to make this easy so you don't have to watch all my videos. The only thing you might want to be looking into is the email that I have on there. The response from Coinbase. So they can't say they were not told. Now the formulas are very simple. They're elementary school formulas. Unfortunately, being high experienced, I've seen stuff that's, if you would go to any other market, it's very sophisticated. They'll use shorts and longs. This is not sophisticated at all. It's so unsophisticated, it's very easy to overlook. Now you get your little trusty calculator. Okay? Now if you want to see the effects of those two trades, how they create the mid-market price, it's a very easy formula. All you have to do is average out those two trades price, 73.66 plus. This is so simple, I think that's why it's been overlooked. To 72.24. And then you just divide it by 2. We're less than 1% away from the price. And if you stay here long enough, you will see that price eventually go to this figure. And it's going already. Let's just stay and take a look. This is how we know, because once we see the walls move,
and you recalculate it, guess what? Guess what happens? You get to the new calculated price. It just flashed there. It just passed it, you see? Now, if you want to figure out which way they're moving the market, there's another formula. It comes in two parts. Okay? First, you're going to go to the top wall because it's on top. You can do it any way you want. You get the price of the top wall, 73.66. Now you take out the mid-market price from that. We'll round it off. You got 59 cents. Still nowhere near the 40 cents. Any formula we done, nowhere near the 40 to 44 cents that Coinbase has stated.
Nope, you'll see
The reason
no
why
movement.
Coinbase stated 40 to 44 cents for both walls
No
from the
movement of this
mid-market
trade.
price.
That's right there.
Is so
To
you
get its
couldn't
ass
see that the
40%,
market maker
40
was
cents away
manipulating
from the
spread
last sale.
from top to
It's all
bottom wall
fabrication.
by $2
That
rather than 80
$73 has
cents,
been there for
which
a while.
means he's not making 80 cents per coin, or around that average 80 cents. Maybe he's making 60 cents per coin. When he increased the spread, now he can easily make $1 per coin. That's why they lied on this, stating that the spread
Still the
between the
same
two
price.
walls is about 80 to 88 cents. So you guys, they weren't rigging the market when they were actually
Still the same
posting
price.
those
You
trades
the mid-market change.
$2 away and making the spread $2, making it more profitable for them to liquidate. They're liquidating, all right. They're liquidating people's positions at stop losses at the lower price,
Price
and
is
then they come
changing,
back later and
mid-market's
sell it back
changed.
again.
The
Okay,
wall
now let's
still
go on
hasn't
to the
changed.
bottom wall. Okay, now we got 73.13. Now we find the bottom wall's price. $72.24.
The market price has moved, and neither one of those trades has moved equidistance of 40 cents.
Okay. Now you could see the difference. The bottom wall is closer to the median price. The top wall is closer to the median price, the sale. The bottom wall, the buy, is further away. That means the price is going to go down. He's rigging it to bring it down. He's moving his walls down, closer to the median. This one's further away from the median. This one's closer to the median. This is the top sell wall. So his intention is to bring the price down. You might not see it now, but you'll see it later. In other words, he moves the walls first, and then it takes time for the market to react. This is very simplistic manipulation. We know who owns those trades. Coinbase was obliged to tell us when the New York Department of Financial Services began questioning them. When they sent me this letter, you'll notice Coinbase marked it confidential. You can see it right there. Right underneath Coinbase, it says confidential to Mr. Greaves. It sounds like to me somebody didn't want me to see this letter. It's not Mr. Greaves. It sounds like somebody else who also corresponded in this letter. Coinbase. Why would they want to mark this confidential? This should be known. This should be on the public ledger. Like I'm putting on a public forum. Why do you mark this confidential, Coinbase? And why isn't these trades 40 to 44 cents away? As you stated in the letter, it never has been. And if it has been 40 to 44 cents posted from the mid-market price, I want somebody to post a video like I have and show me. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's a fabrication of reality. It's a lie. It's never been 40 to 44 cents. This is the closest I ever seen. It was 59 cents. And the reason why he doesn't put it 40 to 44 cents, because when he's liquidating people's coin, it's the spread he's after. He'd rather have a $2 spread rather than an 88-cent spread. Because then he has more, when he liquidates, buys and sells, he has a higher spread. He's making more profit per coin. It's that easy. And I'll say it again. Why is a market maker posting trades that he has no intention of buying and selling? They're up there for weeks, months. And his job as a market maker is to provide liquidity, which means buying and selling the coin, not manipulating the price so he can get a larger spread so he makes more profit while he's liquidating. That's the whole issue. Most people can understand the spread. If he expands his spread to $2 rather than 88 cents, aren't you going to make more money on a $2 spread than an 88-cent spread? Every trader knows that. Every trader. That's why they told you 40 to 44 cents, so you couldn't see that he was manipulating it. Why would he manipulate it? For the spread. To make more money. This is very easy. The more I look into this, the more I'm figuring out why he's motivated to do the things that he's doing. Anybody in here would like to buy, instead of 40 cents lower, you want to buy $1 lower, right? And then instead of selling it at 88 cents higher, wouldn't you like to sell it $2 higher? What you just bought for $1, less below the market, then you mark it up $2 and you're able to sell it. Wouldn't you love a spread like that? A $2 spread versus an 88-cent spread? And if that's what he's doing, he's controlling the spread. This guy is wicked, man. He is wicked. This is so obvious. And then the goal to say that a market maker can put up those two trades because he's providing liquidity. If you're not buying and selling those trades like any other trader, your intentions are very clear. You're using them to manipulate the market. And these are not no small trades. They're the largest orders in the exposed order book on both sides of the book. He's manipulating the price to create a larger spread so his liquidating activity can bring in more profit. There you go. That's why he misstated. They misstated his activity of being 44 cents to 40 cents away from the last sale, when it's $1 away from the last sale on both sides, giving a $2 spread as opposed to an 88-cent spread. They're covering it up. They know what they're doing. Well, that's all I got to say. Get these guys, please. They rob too many people. If you calculate since September of 2017, when I first spotted this activity, to about a year and a half, they must have stolen hundreds of millions of dollars by manipulating the spread. Alright, people, be safe. Watch those kettle and walls. Learn what I'm saying. It's free. You have any questions, younger people, you come to me, ask me a question. I try to answer it as fast as possible. Check my comments. Okay, what did we learn from this video? Okay, what we learned from this video is that everything that Coinbase stated in here is an absolute fabrication, okay? The market doesn't move and then the trades move equidistant from the last buy. No, what we seen, it's clear as day in the video if you watch the trade in the order book, that the trades move first and then the market moves to get between them at the new mid-market price. You also see when the mid-market price is moving, you do not see those trades move an inch until they get to that new mid-market price. And if they want to go further down or create a lower mid-market price, they move the trades down first and then the market reacts. Not the other way around as they stated here in Coinbase. The CFTC, if you were convinced by this letter and you did not go actually and look at their order books or look at any of the stuff that I have provided as evidence, you're all full of shit, including the New York Department of Financial Services. We pay you guys, all us investors here, we pay taxes on all of our earnings that we make over here. And you guys just sit there and do absolutely nothing. Nothing, zero. You're not worth the 40 to 44 cents that's over here that they fabricated. So I'm no longer going to bother with you guys. As a matter of fact, you guys are going to be on the list. Your names, Mr. Grief, Susan Grandam, or whatever the hell her name is, Radman. Your names are going to be brought up to the congressman. This has been exposed to you, and you guys have done absolutely nothing. The criminality continued, the manipulation that was clearly evident in all the videos and evidence that I stacked up. You guys ignored it. You got a little letter from one of your buddies. Everything's fine. They said they're not doing anything wrong. That's like going to a criminal's house. Hey, did you rob that bank? I'm giving you pictures of the guy robbing the bank. They're admitting that the market maker's doing it. He's giving you a story. The picture shows you something totally different. That I give you, the evidence shows you, the evidence I give you showing something totally different is happening, but you take the criminal's word and you let him go. Brian Armstrong needs to go to jail. Okay? And I'll say it again. If you CFTC cannot comply or the New York Department of Financial Services cannot comply, I'm going to move my case up to a higher authority. And I'm not going alone. And you guys are getting this today. When you review this, you could decide if you're going to sit in your office and go to Starbucks later and not do any work, maybe go hang out with your friends at lunch, it's Four Seasons. That's going to be over soon. Because I'm going to demand that they remove you guys out of your office. Because you're not doing your job. And people have been lost hundreds of millions of dollars in equity, manipulated right out of their pocket, robbed, stolen from a boiler room. And you didn't do a goddamn thing. You need to be removed. If you can't do your fucking job, you need to be removed from your office.